exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Atlanta Falcons Retro Rebuild here on Madden 22 on the PC. And ladies and gentlemen, we start in this episode probably our most successful season. Now, I know that I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself because we're only in week number 1 and we haven't technically even played a game yet. But if you guys saw the off-season video last episode, I feel very, very confident with the team that I've put together. More so than I have in the entirety of this series so far. And I think that this team that I've constructed here for the start of this season can take us to our first ever playoff appearance of the series. We have not made the playoffs in this entire series so far. We started in 02. Well, we started with the 02 roster. So 02-03 is what we started with because we had the 03 draft as our first draft. We started in 2002. We are now into 2007/8. The late 2007 months into 2008. So that gives you kind of an estimate of where we're at right now and how long it's been since we've made the postseason. We haven't made the postseason. And I think this team that I have put together here is good enough to do it. Let's go take a look at it. As you know, we traded Michael Vick for the first overall pick last year, which turned out to be Calvin Johnson. But we did that because I knew that we had waiting in the wings a young man named Aaron. That's right, Aaron Rodgers, X Factor, 23 years old, 2 years of experience on the bench behind Michael Vick. He now gets his chance, his opportunity to shine as the starting quarterback of this team. We traded for Clinton Portis, which I did not think was going to go through, but it did. He's here, and we love him. He's going to be our starting running back with TJ Duckett behind him. Then you got Ahmad Bradshaw, who we drafted in the 6th or 7th round, something like that. And then Chris Henry, who we also drafted. So those are our running backs. Then obviously you guys remember Calvin Johnson. Megatron is here. We also signed Marquise Colson in free agency. That was a big time move because within actually 3 players because we drafted Sidney Rice as well. But within three moves in the offseason, we completely overhauled our entire wide receiver core. Last season and for a couple seasons, it was literally only Wes Welker and Malcolm Floyd. Literally only these two. And now in the span of a season, an off season, we have 3 new dynamic receivers to throw to give Aaron Rodgers some options. I just wish that I would have had those options for Michael Vick. Maybe we would have made the playoffs with Vick. It kind of sucks that we aren't going to make the playoffs with Michael Vick, and he's on the Buffalo Bills now. So we'll have to keep an eye out for the Bills. But it's the end of an era. It certainly is. It's the start of a new one, but it is the end of an exciting era with Michael Vick. I'm not going to be able to just scramble for guaranteed yardage anymore with Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to have to actually think about where I'm throwing the ball. Now, the offensive line is probably my favorite thing on this team. We have X Factor Andrew Whitworth, who we drafted, with backup Donald Penn, who could back up either Gross or Whitworth. Then we have Evan Mathis, who we drafted, Mangold, who we drafted, Samson Satili, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's also drafted this year. We have Jahari Evans. We have Jordan Gross. We drafted this entire offensive line in the span of a couple of seasons. So this offensive line is going to be good, and they're going to grow together for a long time. Jason Witten's here. Antonio Gates is here. So we got 2 stud tight ends who have X Factor and superstar development. On the defensive side of things, we let go of Keith Brooking because he was just going to get too expensive. So we drafted Patrick Willis to pair alongside Brian Urlacher. Now, if Brian Urlacher starts to get a little bit older, starts to go down in overall a little bit, because we are paying him a pretty decent contract, we can just trade him and then keep Patrick Willis as our #1 middle linebacker. We've also got Thomas Davis Sr., Carlos Dansby, Mark Simonu, who we still have. So we've got a pretty decent linebacker core, it could be better. That's probably out of all the positions, I'd say D-line. Actually, no, linebacking core probably needs a little bit more work than the D-line does. The D-line, we just need to have guys develop. Mario Williams just needs another season to develop. So does Justin Tuck. We also have Robert Mathis. We have Tim Crowder, who we drafted. Brock Lesnar's still here, and he's gone up a couple of overalls, so that's good. We have Johnny Jolly still. And then signing Nate Clements in the offseason as a superstar development player, and then he turns into an X Factor, was completely, like, I did not see that coming. That was a complete shot in the dark. But Nate Clements is here as the number 2 corner because we did draft Darrelle Revis. Revis Island is now on the team. I love seeing that. Love having Darrelle Revis on the squad. I've wanted him forever, and he's here now. We also have Davis and Randall Gay as our other corners. Then we got Brian Dawkins as the starting free safety, but he is pretty old at this point. He's 33, so I might move on from him after this season. He's 33 at an 83 overall, playing up to it at an 82 really. So we might need to move on from Brian Dawkins after the season. So we got to look for another free safety. Strong safety, we have Sean Taylor, who's probably not going to be going anywhere. Superstar development, 3 years in the league, 24 years old. He's a stud. So our defense looks amazing. Absolutely fantastic. We've got Gostowski at kicker, so we're looking pretty good there. I'm excited about this team. Now you can see why I have such high hopes for this team in terms of making the playoffs for the first time as in the series as this team. So we've got to take on the Detroit Lions. We're going to jump in and play the moments against this team like we always do. Opening day against the Lions. I hope you guys are excited. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's go see if we can start this season out right.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, jumping in the second quarter. 7-7 is the score. Let's see what we can do here. Aaron Rodgers' first pass as an Atlanta Falcon on our video, I guess you could say. Let's see what we can do here. We've got Clinton Portis, who seems to be a little bit lighter tone than I would have expected Clinton Portis to be, but that's okay. It's still Clinton Portis, and he's going to walk into the end zone, showboating his way. That's how you do that. Clinton Portis scores a touchdown, taking the lead for the Falcons. You love to see it. .44 seconds. It's a 3rd down and 6. The Lions are Super Bowl champions, I think. They're defending Super Bowl champions, at least. Because Matt Leinart, I'm pretty sure, won the Super Bowl MVP, and he's going to get the first down there. I missed the sack. That's why he got the completion. Third and 5, we take control again in the third quarter. We've got Megatron going deep. I don't know if that's the best option. I didn't read the route. That one's on me. But we get another shot at it. Again, another 3rd and 5 here. This time I'm actually looking at all the routes to figure out what the best option is. And Wes Welker comes down with it. I can't believe that was able to be completed. That was a tough one. That was a very, very tough throw. We probably need to switch playbooks now that we don't have a running quarterback. Now that well, as a mobile of a quarterback as we did have with Michael Vick, we have Aaron Rodgers, who can scramble at some points, but not necessarily known for his scrambling. Give that to Clinton Portis, and he's going to go down for a gain of 3. Let's see the impact of one of our new additions. Maybe Marquise Colston makes a catch here. Or we just throw this into the end zone. Catch that, Welker. I honestly didn't see that guy in there until it was already too late. He kind of blended in with the background of the state, or of the whatchamacallit, the end zone. Give me a slant round for Megatron and let him get a touchdown here. Calvin Johnson is going to drop the pass in the end zone on contact. That's very, very unfortunate. I thought we had that. I really did. I thought we had that. Play the moments. We're going to skip the field goal. We do take the field goal, 17-3. Oh, we're down. We got a chance to take the lead back, though. Looks like we turned him over. Down by 3. That's going to be Marquise Colston. All right. I'll take it. Let's see if we can get Clinton Portis in the end zone here. Portis, he's not going enough places. That wasn't good enough blocking from the O-line. So we will snap it again. We'll give it to Portis. He jumps a man, and he gets into the end zone. Clinton Portis is paying dividends here in Ford Field. Week 1, he scored 2 touchdowns. He doesn't have a face, and he's white, but it's still Clinton Portis. It's 3rd and goal from the 7. Matt Leinart calls a 2-minute warning. Well, he doesn't call the 2-minute warning, but there is a 2-minute warning called. We've got to stop him here. Can we do it? I really hope we can. They don't have a first down opportunity, so they have to get the touchdown, and they will. What a throw. What a route. There's not really much I could do on that one. That is some good route running there by whoever that was. And now it's up to me. It's up to me to get this game in the bag for the boys. And I believe in Aaron Rodgers. Let's dump this off. That's Clinton Portis. That's a good start. That is a good start. Let's keep going. 2nd down and 5. I'm going to give this to Welker. He's going to hold on. The veteran Wes Welker. All right, baby. You love to see it. And now we got Bazooka activated. Bazooka is now activated. You know what? I'm going to take a page out of Michael Vick's book. I probably shouldn't have. That was a bad idea. I probably should not have taken a page out of Michael Vick's book. Do I trust Jason Witten here? Go up and get it. What kind of animation was that? That was a weird animation for Jason Witten. He didn't even really jump. I didn't really even get an animation. That was weird. But it's okay. It's 2nd down and 10. 35 seconds. We've gotten into field goal range. I got to throw that away. Oh, thank God. Thank God I threw that away. All right, they just want us to run it until we get the clock down and then take the tie. I don't really want to take the tie, though. I want to take a win, which is why I'm throwing it. Interception. And we can't even tackle him. There we go. Jeremiah Bell just won the game for the Detroit Lions. Although we have 3 seconds to do something here. Man, I can't believe I just choked that away. How long can Aaron Rodgers throw? Not far enough, and it's another interception. We are going to lose week 1 because of my doing. That's not a good thing to see. 0-1 on the year. Not how I expected this game to go. I thought we would have won it. In game 1, Rodgers throws 24-35, 322 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Not the best first performance for A-Rod, Then you got 16 carries, 54 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Clinton Portis. Now, I would change what Clinton Portis looks like as his character model, but if I did that, it would get rid of his player portrait, so we're just going to keep that. We don't jump into that many games anyway, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Receiving, Marquise Colston, 9 catches, 127 yards. Calvin Johnson, our star receiver, 3 catches, 58 yards, nothing. I don't know if I like that or not. Patrick Willis has 10 tackles in his rookie game, his debut. 11 for URLACHER. We sacked Matt Leinart 1 time, Mario Williams, and we picked off Matt Leinart once with Carlos Dansby. I guess that's why the Detroit Lions are the Super Bowl champs, because they're just better than us. So, not a great start to the season, and not a very good debut performance by Aaron Rodgers. I'm a little bit terrified now. Did we make the wrong decision? Okay, so we're in week number 2, and we are going to start simulating some weeks. I'm just going to delegate the staff decision for the regional focusing. We're going to start simulating some weeks and see if we can get some big-time W's after losing that game. We need to get back on track. We are simulating to a mock draft. Now, you got to remember, we have a lot of first-round picks. I think we have 5 in total, and we are starting the season 0-2. We lost to a very bad Vikings team, which is not promising at all. Our first pick is projected to be the 10th pick. Then we have the 11th, the 14th, the 21st, the 25th. That's it. So we got a lot of later round picks. I don't know if there's necessarily somebody here in the top half of the draft that I really need, but I guess we can take a look as it gets closer to the off season and to the draft in general. Let's actually get our first win of the season. Thank you. We beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Panthers are 3-0. That is our benchmark that we got to get to. We got to compete with the Carolina Panthers, who I think still have Tom Brady, if I'm not mistaken. They're 4-0, and we are now 2-2. 2-game win streak. You love to see it. Let's see if we can beat the Arizona Cardinals, who are 0-4. Cardinals not playing very well this season, not off to a great start, and they're 0-5 because we are now on a 3-game win streak. Let's go. I like the sound of that. We're taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 1-4. They used to be the best team in this division, but they have had a steady decline down to the bottom of the division. And what do we use these staff points on? I think we should finish out these trees. Let's finish out the offensive coordinator tree, at least this part of it. And then we can do the weight room at some point. We might as well just save our points for that. We should be able to get it by next week if we do our goals and stuff. So, a nice 3-game win streak. Let's see if we can make it 4, beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Come on, boys. Aaron Rodgers, I need you. And we do, only by 3, which is a little bit concerning. The Panthers are 6-0. They are having a great season. We'll simulate the bye week, and we play the Carolina Panthers after the bye week. Are we going to be their first loss? I don't know. They do still have Tom Brady, who's only an 84. But they lost. They're 6-1. They are 6-1. Did any of our picks move up? Matt Ryan's now jumped up to the #1 overall pick. It looks like... Where did he fall? Jake Long fell down to the 9th. He was projected #1. So our first pick is the number 6 pick. Then we have the 15th, the 18th, the 26th, 28th, and that's it. So out of these top guys, there's not really a guy that we absolutely... I mean, maybe if we take a guy like Glenn Dorsey or Cedric Ellis, because we could use another defensive tackle. So maybe we mark one of those guys to be our top priority. Or Gerard Mayo could be a priority for us. Maybe bring in another wide receiver like Jordy Nelson. So there's some guys down in the later round, the late first round, that we could potentially use our picks on. But I don't think there's somebody in the top 10 that I'm really eager, like I was last year, obviously with Calvin Johnson, that I'm really eager to have to, like, I gotta get this guy. I don't think there's somebody in this class. We don't need Matt Ryan because we have Aaron Rodgers. Let's just quickly go and buy that offensive line upgrade for the coordinator. So we'll go into the strength boost by 4 for all offensive linemen. That's actually pretty big. All right, there it is. And we take on the Carolina Panthers. Should we jump in and play this game? I don't know if I really feel like it. I know it's a pretty massive game, but we do play the Carolina Panthers another time later in the season. Let's simulate and see what happens. Are we going to beat the Panthers? This is a good indicator of how good of a team we actually are. We won 30-16. Okay. 30-16 against the Panthers, who are the best team in our conference or in our division. It's a three-team race for the division right now. Panthers, us, and the Saints. We're going up against the Green Bay Packers. Might as well simulate that game as well, because they're a one-win football team. We don't really care about them that much, and we win 31-23. So we take on the Saints, who are 6-2. We are 6-2, and the Panthers are 7-2. Let's take a look at the stats so far during the season. See how Aaron Rodgers is playing out his first season as a starter. 1,900 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. Pretty good. He's only thrown 2 since we jumped into the Week 1 game. Pretty good stats for him. Clinton Portis already to almost 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. You'd love to see that. Rodgers even rushed for a few yards. Calvin Johnson's 39 catches, 555 yards, only 2 touchdowns, though. It seems like Marquise Colston is the guy to get the touchdowns. But this is a pretty good spread out amount of yards to each receiver. I like that. And then tackles, Brian Urlacher, Sean Taylor. Sack leaders, Robert Mathis, Mario Williams so far. Darrelle Revis, the rookie. Revis Island. There's a reason it's called Revis Island. 2 interceptions already in his rookie season. You love to see that. Do we have a chance at Rookie of the Year? I don't even know. So Aaron Brooks is leading MVP votes for the Saints. And if we go to... Oh, there's Michael Vick. He's a 5-3 quarterback on the Buffalo Bills, leading Offensive Player of the Year votes. So we have... Ooh, we have Clinton Portis in 3rd right now for Offensive Player of the Year. We don't have anybody for Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Calvin Johnson's in 4th. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darrelle Revis is in 6th. All right, so we still have a chance, but it's not a very high chance. And it looks like Clinton Portis is having a really good season. I mean, we knew that because he's already got almost 1,000 yards. But he looks like he's having an even better season than what we initially anticipated, because he's leading the league in rushing, as you can see on the far side. He's leading the league in rushing over Reggie Bush and Ricky Williams. So that's awesome. That's really good to hear. We are going to jump in. I'll just spend some more staff points since we're right here. But we are going to end the episode here, and then in the next episode, we will jump in and play the Saints. Hopefully that goes better than what it did against the Lions. Let's just do this one right now to finish out, or almost finish out, this defensive coordinator one. Then we'll have, I think, all of the offense and defensive coordinator ones finished, and then we can focus on player personnel more. But I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it for this episode. A new era has started. We saw what the Bills were doing. They're 5-3. And Michael Vick's having a good season, leading the league with Offensive Player of the Year stats. So this is what the team is looking like so far. Portis is up 4 to an 89. Our offensive line seems to be developing. Jason Witten's developing. Colston's developing. Rice. I kind of want to change Sidney Rice what he looks like so that I can give him hair. I just feel like he needs longer hair, because that's what Sidney Rice has, or had in his career, was longer hair. It would just make it a little bit more immersive if he had a little bit longer hair. Let's give him this one. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Sidney Rice now has longer hair. There we go. All right, so Jake Plummer, Brady Quinn are the backup quarterbacks. On defense, is everybody developing still good? Patrick Willis, we find out, has a superstar development. He's played enough downs. And we find out that Darrelle Revis has X-Factor development. Look at that. Superstar X-Factor for Darrelle Revis. Superstar development for Patrick Willis. Those two guys are going to be studs. We didn't see anything. No, Satile hasn't found out. We haven't found out anything. Nobody on offense, because everybody on offense were backups. So they're not getting the amount of playtime that they probably should have. Bradshaw probably hasn't even gotten a snap yet. He's gotten 8 downs. He's played 8 downs so far this season. Sidney Rice is 145, and then Samson Satile, he probably hasn't played at all. Oh, he's played 116. Maybe Nick Mangold's gotten hurt a little bit or something. I don't know. But that's how the team has developed through the first half of this new era in Atlanta. I hope you guys are excited to finish out the season. It looks pretty good. I mean, our season goal was 7 wins. I did that to kind of, like, as a precaution, just in case the season didn't go as planned. But it seems like it's going pretty much as I expected. 6-2 on the year. I thought we'd be like 7-1 or 8-0, but nope, 6-2 is still pretty good. It's still good for a playoff spot, at least right now. And we've got a tough division ahead of us. We got to beat the Panthers again, and we got to beat the Saints twice, I think, still. So, and we got to beat the Bucks one more time. So we still got a lot of games ahead of us, but I think we can do it. I think this season is primed for our first ever playoff appearance of the series. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.